Steady. Steady. What's chilling dudes, it's Strawberry here, and welcome to episode 6 of SMB. Kimmy said that she left something for me in my room. Ooh. After what we did last episode to Kimmy's place, and if you saw the reaction you will know that it was hilarious. I'll leave a link in the description again. I'm uncertain about this, so we're gonna approach it ever so slightly. Uh oh. Alright, what's in there? What have you done, Kimmy? There. Torbray, a gift from a real friend to a well guy from Kiwiland. Okay. Kim is a real friend, X. Okay, yeah, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. Alright, what's down below? Okay, no, it's cool. Okay, ignore that. I just had no faith. Okay, it's a shulker box, that's cool. Okay, we can trust it. Alright. That's awesome. From Kimmy, yay! Yay! X. I think it was Kimmy and... I think Kimmy was hanging out with Dev. Let me just check this real quick. Alright, so from what Kimmy said, she was hanging out with Davkus and maybe X, because she left an X in the message, so maybe Davkus and Eccentric were a part of this. But anyway, thank you Kimmy, specifically for the elytra. That is Unbreaking 3, Mending Torps. Hope they kill you. And I was just trying to play around trying to use them because I've not actually used elytra really that much in creative mode, let alone survival. So I think I've got it figured out. I'm gonna run out of food from figuring out all of this. Alright, jump, jump. And there we go. Okay. It took a bit of practice. Honestly, I wasn't getting it the first time, like, oh, are these firework rockets not working? Is this just a prank? Alright. Elytras are really cool, I like this. I like this elytra. Woo! There's a dirt block over there. Hold on. Woo! Oh my gosh. We need to figure out some sort of way to get more fireworks. Just so we can continue speed boosting all around. Although I'm thinking we probably won't need to use it too much around our base. That's really cool to have though. That's awesome to have. There's a dirt block up here I saw. Anyway. Do I want to break it? Yeah. No. Actually, I have no idea whether that's for something or not, so I'm going to leave it there. Even though it's probably not. Anyway. Welcome to SMB episode 6. That was an awesome beginning to the episode. Thank you very much, Kimmy. I felt really guilty for doing, for leaving a little bit of a birthday candle at your place with malicious intent. Anyway, so before we do anything else this episode, I do have a voiceover from Glaedrik. And Glaedrik is a good friend of mine. He's done this in French and he's going to have a little recap of the previous episode. So hope you guys enjoy that recap.
Aujourd'hui, je vous donne les nouvelles qu'un criminel est en train de mettre des vaches sur les toits de ses voisins. Plus de détails avec Jean dans le studio.
Thanks Glaedrik for that voiceover. And guys, so I just need to ask you guys one favour. So it has been Glaedrik's birthday between this episode and the last episode of SMB. So if you guys could, on the screen right now is Glaedrik's name. Could you wish Glaedrik a happy birthday please? Because he's a close friend of mine. He's Canadian, he speaks both French and English. He's an incredible singer. He plays a guitar, he's cute. He's a gamer, he's cute. He's actually very cute. And he's also a close friend of mine. So I really do appreciate having known him for so long. Yeah, so happy birthday Glaedrik, and I hope your birthday went really well, man. Alright, back to the episode guys. So over here, this is what I've been working on for Naan City. Anyway, I've also released an SMB talk where I worked a little bit more on the farming, but in between that and this episode I've basically completed all the farmland I want to do for now in this place. And by the way, the elytra which Kimmy has given us is so useful. Watch this. Oh god, it didn't work. Oh god. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry guys. It actually looks really amazing. We'll try and get it working. Yes! Okay, it worked that time. I'm running out of fireworks as well. This is the rough layout of the village. I think this looks amazing with Elytra. So that's the river we worked on last episode, and if you guys weren't aware, there was a Twitch marathon. It was based on Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, one thing I do have to say about the Twitch marathon which went on, so they watched all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes, but they ran ad breaks like every 3 minutes, so it was really hard to watch in regards to that, but I really enjoyed watching it just due to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Content and having the Twitch audience nearby. It's something which I wouldn't invest in again, but as soon as I wanted to watch all the Yu-Gi-Oh! And they were offering it, I couldn't stop. And the reason I brought that up, because while I was watching all the Yu-Gi-Oh! I finished all the farming. And I also built this along here, so I've been working on the river. If we run along here, you see all of this wall along here. So I was trying to make this look like a natural wall. The idea being the wall will be holding this island into place and not letting any of the land collapse into the river, which will be where we're standing. And if we come along here, it goes all the way underneath the stone wall, and I was having a little play with pillars holding the stone wall upright in this river over here. I think the wooden wall would end up about here, and then all of this would be natural from there on out, because that would be the stone city. But that's roughly what I've been working on. I'll also show you the farmland, but what we'll do in this episode, what I would love to do is I want to bring in villagers. I really do want to bring in the villagers now. I think we're about ready. Let's run over here. So this is all the farmland which I've been working on. A lot of potatoes, a lot of wheat. It's so many crops, but it looks amazing to actually run through here. And if we come along here, you can see I've also laid out all the crops along this area. So I'm just going to sneak along here so we don't break anything along here. But if you look, if I actually jump over here, you can see that it all looks pretty fancy, like proper farmland over here. But that's enough about all the progress which I've done. I also want to fill all of this up with water, and I was waiting to do it on camera, so I'll do that. Yeah, let's turn it to daytime. But I want to get villagers in, so there is actually a village nearby. If we run that way about 100 blocks or so, there are villagers. I'm not sure exactly how to bring the villagers over here. Maybe by boat. I haven't used the boat system because I know that with boats you can carry an additional passenger now. I haven't used the boats yet to transport any sort of mobs like villagers and whatnot. So we'll give that a go anyway. Right now what we can do, I'll grab a couple more buckets, but if you give me a second, I'll cut here and we'll begin filling in that river. Alright, release the river! This is actually going to be fun. I haven't flooded a river just yet. Let's pop those ones are gone. And then pop those sand blocks. I think just those ones. I think we need sand there. I think that looks pretty natural. Yeah, we'll work with it for now. I can mess with it later. Right, how are we beginning this? Oh wait, that's sand. Whoops! Uh oh. Okay, so we need water along here. The problem with that is I can't actually see where water is here. I want to make sure all of this is filled up with water properly. Uh oh. Uh oh. Okay, no, that's cool. Okay, along here. Let me speed this up. Alright, last bits. Here we go. 1 and 2. And if I put all of these in, this should automatically fill the rest up. No, it did not. Hold on. That's gonna automatically fill the rest up, right? Yes? Kind of. It nearly did. Well, I'll grab that torch back. I think just this last one. Awesome! Alright, let's have a look here. And that's the last of my beetroot. Thank gosh. About the same edibility as a melon. Melons are awful to eat. In terms of a river, I think that looks alright. I think I'll give it a pass. I think it looks fairly natural. Not incredibly natural, just fairly natural. And fairly natural is alright to me. Hello, zombie. Ow! Did you have thorns? Ew, gross. No, as long as it works. Alright, cool. Well, that's one less barrier which we need to worry about. We don't need to have any mobs going over there. Have to go all the way back. I need to install some ladders somewhere along here. Awesome! Well, now that's done. We got 2 projects left to do this episode. One of them is to finish up a wall just so like zombies can't approach our poor city and kill all of our villagers off. But the other one is just installing a temporary infinite villager breeder because I like to quite see some villagers roaming around our village. So let me chuck these buckets away. We will no longer need these, especially not for the boats. Do I have any boats in my storage? Yes, I do. I'll grab those and I'll leave you behind. I don't need the elytra, so I can leave those behind. I'll bring the dirt just in case. I've had to move a lot of the materials I'm clearing from the rivers into their own bulk storage. They're taking way too much of my inventory. No, my small storage over there. I've got a bulk storage over there for a lot of stone and dirt and whatnot, which is why you might see some stuff which is missing. And the last thing I'll need for this expedition is a bed. Do I have a bed? No, I do not have a bed. I should probably make a lot more beds. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll meet you at the village and I'll see if we can entice a villager to come along. So, yeah, I'll see you in a second. Guys? I was hiking along to get the villagers, as I said, and I was bringing my dogs along, and there was a creeper which you saw that I was shooting at, and I shot my bow, and Max walked in front of my bow. So Max is yeah. I feel I don't know what to say. I'll take this flower along and I'll plant this flower down in our village for Max. This is why I normally don't have wolves along. I normally just kill them. One way or another they'll walk in front of my bow. But also in the last episode, you guys, I asked for names for this wolf here, my pink wolf. And I have this suggestion from Afra Raisinger. Afra suggested the Little Huntsman. So this pink wolf will now be known as the Little Huntsman. And Max has moved on. Okay, this is villager number 1. And I will tell you how this goes. Oh, this is going to be such a pain trying to transport this guy along. Okay. Well, villager, come along with me. Little Huntsman, guard my back. Max. Max. Alright, I'll let you guys know how this goes. It was a long trek and I had to make quite a few canals, but I think I'm finally able to get the villager to the farm. Okay, let's go through here and not die. I made this canal over here. And then, oh my gosh, there's a hole in the world. Let's escape that before we get any closer. And then I made this path over here. Let's break this before a zombie comes along. So I also made the infinite villager breeder. I understand the rough basics of how it goes. So let's now slowly trek across the land. And if you look here in front of us, this is my monstrosity of a temporary villager breeder. Jack-o'-lanterns everywhere made out of stone brick. That's how you know it's me, because I'll build anything temporary out of stone brick and jack-o'-lanterns. You know, I basically made it ugly because we're not really going to keep it that long. Let's try not to lose the villager while we're doing this. So... yes! Okay, phew. Okay. Oh, well, sorry, didn't mean to cause you any damage. Alright, so the dirt rail goes up here, so I've got the bottom part of the infinite villager breeder. I've never made one of these like properly before, so I think this will work. So I've got crops on the bottom, and then I've got a like 8 doors on the top, and then let's push you further up. Go for it, mate. You're gonna be on top because we're gonna need a farmer down below. Okay, we're good. Just gonna double check the other side. I think even in the minecart you'll be fine, but I'd rather just keep the minecart, honestly. Let's block that off, and then we'll get rid of you. Oh, that was a bit of delay. Okay, you are safe. Whew. Okay, 1 down and 2 more to go. But at least I made the canals. Alright, so I'll cut until when I get the second villager over here. I'll get the first one off camera. Alright, back in a sec. Alright, so I did the rest off camera. I brought the other 2 villagers over and I put them in the farming area, as you can see. You can see that all the villagers are like loving each other and whatnot. Decided to do it all off camera because I figured it'd take a long time to wait for the villagers to grow up, the baby villagers. We needed a farmer villager and there wasn't one at the village, so I had to keep giving him potatoes to keep breeding and whatnot. But before I go over there and show you what's been happening over there, we do have something which we have to do. So in here is Max's I'm gonna put my diamond hoe here because Max was around when I was doing a lot of farming, and this was the first diamond hoe which I made, and it means a lot. So I'm gonna leave you there. And I'm gonna bury you and put a flower on top, and then we'll leave a gravestone here. Here lies Max. I don't remember what months. What months was it? Like, it would have been like 2 months or something, so we'll go something like, we'll go September to, what is it, November? You'll be missed, Max. I hate that, man. Alright, let's go to the villagers before I get any more sad. It's all my fault, I shot him. Oh god. Anyway, over here, I'll show you what's become of our villagers. So, I waited for this farmer villager to grow up now. And now that the farmer villager is here, this will be all automated. Before, I had to keep throwing potatoes in to keep them breeding. I have a trapdoor underneath here which I can get into the villager containment unit. But now we've got the farmer. Farmer Joe, you should be able to do it yourself, right? Well, yeah, probably. What I'll do, now that we've got a farmer there, is I'll open up this area. Any baby villagers will be able to run along the trapdoors, and they will be free to roam the village and whatnot. Now, if you recall the first episode on the series, what I said would be for all of this area would be basically farmers and nitwits. But for now, I'm just gonna leave like any villagers to roam around here, since we have no other place for the rest of our villagers. Just want to give some life to this village, you know. It's about time we started getting life around here, and we'll see a baby villager eventually. But with 6 villagers, this should produce a fair amount very soon. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I might as well finish off that wall here. So over here, this is all an area which I haven't developed yet. All of this will need to be a wall, so none of our villages will ever be raided. And then the wall will have to come all the way to about this river here. This is going to be a long wall, man. It's going to be a long wall, unless we move it up to this hill. And then we can make this some sort of cliff area. I'll just make a wall off camera. I'll make a very simple one. I'll make some sort of build, and while I'm doing that, by that time we should start having some villagers running around here. So that's the last thing on the list for this episode. Let me create a design saying I'll probably just make it on this server. I was going to do it on the creative world, but I figure if we might as well waiting for some villagers to grow up, we might as well just do it here. So let me make a wall design, and we'll be back in a second. Alrighty guys, so it's a few hours later, and I didn't spend a few hours on the wall. I made a very basic default design. It's very, very safe. The wall here is essentially just a copy of what the wall looks like in the ocean here. So just carrying that along, got the same design as in like the log and the fence and the planks. The difference between that and that is I've just got 2 pillars in the center. These ones are just extending up with a slab on top, and they're a little bit wider as well. Very safe, very, very safe. And the normal design just looks like this. Yeah, just stair, fence, whatnot. That's not what I spent a few hours on. I've been having a bit of a trouble with this temporary villager breeder. I've been messing around with it a little bit, so you'll see it's a little bit different now. I did get my farmer villager in the end. The problem, as you can probably see, I've been trying for a while to get these villagers to have a lot of love hearts. I have heaps of villagers around here now because I've been trying to keep that breeding going, and the problem which I've encountered is because I've built this temporary villager breeder so close to my actual village around here, the doors in the village actually conflict with the doors up here where the villager is being held securely. So I can have this temporary villager breeder here, but it only works if I take out all the doors, as you can see by the houses. I tried every way in which I could avoid having that. In the end, I just had to remove all the doors, and it's so annoying. Also, if I go along here, the villagers keep jumping on everything, so I'm trying to keep all these crops, well, all the farmland like normal, but that's not the issue. So I'm thinking probably in between this episode and the next episode, or maybe in the next episode, I'm going to need to remove this temporary villager breeder. I'm thinking like somewhere in the sky, so we have it far, far away. Any baby villagers which pop out, they'll fall down into like a chute or something, so make like a sort of tower, and they fall into water, and then they get transported to the correct places. That'd be the more permanent villager breeder. I'll do that sometime, but in the meantime I've just removed the doors. I've got like a few doors over there which aren't affected. Now I've just got some wandering villagers all around, and it's kind of weird. Villagers are such a pain to work with. Well, at least they're breeding now. I'm happy to have the villagers over here. It's a lot more active than it was previously. Oh jeez, but what I'll do before we end the episode is I'll just quickly finish this wall over here, and then we can pretty much just say that all of this like poor village is done, and we can move on. Sheesh. It's been a hassle, if you probably couldn't tell. Alright. So the design I'm just following, very simple. Stairs like that, got some blocks like that, and then slabs on top, and then I have my fences here. Yep, I have my fences like that. Very, very safe. Let me just finish this off, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Come on, zombie. You can get him. He's right there, zombie. Come on, man. You can take any villager which is outside of our boundary. Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, the villagers have been multiplying a lot. I mean, by a lot. I think all of these villagers just aren't taking the crops because I've given them so many potatoes that they haven't even needed to harvest the crops yet. But they've been breeding like crazy. I've got like nitwits down here now. Hello, nitwits. I've got all of these guys over here. These guys breeding downstairs. I've got my own baby villager. I don't know where he went, but he was... Let's see. He was farming the crops here. No idea where he went. But I've got my own guy running around here. By the way, it's really funny to watch like your villagers till all the land over here. Aw, that's another... No. That's another untilled farm. Every time I see a villager do that, I have to replace it with a plank. Just so I can know where they're roughly running. That's gonna take a while. I have to mess with all the farmland again. I thought I was done with it. You know, it's really fun just watching all the villagers run around. And I've finished the wall over here. And so it's like this. Let's see, I'll just jump out the outside so you guys can see it. Won't die at all, will I? No. Alright, this is what it looks like from the outside. Nothing too remarkable. Deceptively unremarkable. In the back I've got some wooden slabs as well to make the wall look more fleshed rather than sometimes it look really broken with like the stair block and just air over here. It just look like it's not a proper wall. Made it look really fleshed out. And also when I connected it to the hill, I wanted it to feel like there was like a natural barrier here. The hill was a natural barrier to stop anyone from climbing in. So what I've done is actually I've gotten a lot of dirt and I've made a little natural barrier over here, like a little bit of a facade, if you will. I'll work on it a little bit more later, but I made a bit of a facade so it looks like its own natural hill there, and then I'll make some sort of way so mobs can't actually climb over into this area. For the most part, I'd say this area is done. So let me grab the elytra and we'll go fly around this place for a little bit. I'm actually happy. I'm very happy to say that all of this is... Well, no, it's not like done in the sense of it's like super finished and whatnot, but in the sense that I don't need to work, like we can move on and all the functionalities of this is like perfect. Whoa! No, I want to fly. Let me fly. Oh my god. Fly! I think a baby villager got taken over. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, let's see how that looks from here. I love the lighting. Oh, that looks amazing. Got a whole area on behind the wall to fill out, but that's fine. Fine how it is for the moment. We're gonna run out of fireworks. Let's use the last of them. Oh, not really use the last of them. I'll probably keep about 4 or so. You know, I think it looks good. I love the farmland actually when I'm flying around here. Yeah, we've got lots to do next episodes and the episodes to come. But this will be SMB episode 6. I think we are very much on track for episode 20, fully completed build over here. I'm very happy with how all of this is turning out. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. What I'm probably going to do going forward with the series is I'm going to have less, either shorter episodes or less content so I can get more of these out regularly, or I can get more other episodes out. I'm putting way too much time into the series and I kind of need to lighten that load a little bit. It's taking a little bit too much time and it's preventing me from releasing more regular content. I'm repeating myself at this point. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Episode 7, we will finally get started on that Stone City. I think I said it last episode too. But we'll finally get started on there. I think we've done quite a lot. Alright, cheers for watching guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of SMB. Thanks guys.